Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to go over the rotating reminders files that come with this design. I'm going to go over one of the individual rotating reminders, in this case the homework one, but they're all laid out exactly the same. And then I'll go over the rotating reminders wall mount in case you decide you want to use that. So let's first start here with the homework one, starting up here in the upper left with the text. The very first thing says delete this text before uploading. If you are using a Glowforge, for example, if you upload this file just as it sits right now, the Glowforge software is currently grouping all of this together to where it's hard to select individual items. It's super annoying. I hope they change that. But at the time of this recording, that's what they're doing. So make sure you delete this before you upload it. And then we'll go over here to the right. You want to cut this sample slot first before you cut the rest of this to make sure that the slots fit correctly with the material that you are using. So the first thing you do, this slot right here is 0.115 inches tall. So go ahead and cut this little rectangle right here. And once you cut it, you're going to take your material and you're going to poke a corner of it through the slot in this sample slot here and see how it fits. And if you need to, then you're going to adjust this slot to be taller or shorter depending on what you need. And once you get the fit that you want, then you're going to take that slot and you're going to go right here and you're going to change the width of this slot right here, left to right, to match what you discovered on that test. And then you're going to also do the same thing with this one right here, the width, not the height, just the width. And then that way, when you cut the rest of this file, these tabs right here at the bottom of these half circles will fit nicely into that slot. Make sure you do that first, and then you can cut the rest of this once you do that sample slot and adjust these if you need to. Now, the other thing I want to point out real quickly is this green circle. It says right here, green equals score. Do not cut that circle because that whole center will fall out. Just score it. It's just decorative. You can skip it if you want to, but do not cut it. Make sure you score it, okay? So that's how you do the reminders. They're real easy. Let's go over to the wall mount. If you decide you want to use this wall mount, I'll give you some instructions on how to do this. You don't have to use this, but if you do, there are two options basically. Option number one is to set it up to where you can put up to 4 different reminders in here and switch them out if you get new ones or want to change them. And if you want to do that, then you're going to cut these 8 slots right here into the back portion. And you're going to take these L-shaped pegs and you're going to put them right in here. You're going to see that in another video too, but you're going to put them right in here so that you can then slide each reminder in and out whenever you want to. Now, if you don't anticipate wanting to move these around or swap them out, then what I would do is just simply delete these 8 rectangles completely and just cut this as it is without those rectangles. And then you'll just glue up to 5 of these reminders down the row of this back piece. Because they'll be permanent, you won't need to move them around. That's up to you. And if you do that, you don't need to cut these pink these pegs here either. Okay, so you got an option there, one or the other. But just like in the last item, you're going to cut this sample slot first. It's exactly the same size as the other one. So if you've already done the other one, you know what size to make these, and you'll adjust the height of these slots to match your material. Let's go over here to these circles. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. These circles are so you can hang it on the wall with nails or screws. And these half circles here are intended to just be cut out, and then you're going to glue them just over half of this, or maybe the top third of these circles, so that the head of your nail or the screw can go in there and get snagged by these. So you'll glue those on, let them dry, and then you'll be able to hang them up. You'll get one here, one here, one here, and then I also gave you 3 more, so you can put 2 of them, and they'll have an extra one, but 2 of them down here as bumpers against the wall, so it's all spaced away from the wall the same distance. We're almost done here. Just going to look at the bottom. The green, again, is score. Do not cut the green. Score the green. It's decorative, but make sure you score it. And then this check mark is going to be glued right in here after you cut that, right like that. And then stuff is going to go on the left side and to do on the right side, and you are good to go. Then you're going to glue this whole top piece right across here like you see in the other video that you're going to be watching here if you haven't already. But that's how this file works. Really straightforward, but I wanted to give you an overview so that you were really comfortable once you got to it.